Hello. How are you? I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm watching the Olympics, and I don't know what it's called. A team of 5 girls goes out on the floor, and they have these hula hoop things and these club baton things, and they dance around, and they throw the hula hoop around, and they throw the clubs, and they catch them, and they jump over each other. And what is that called? I don't know. But I'm watching it, and it's just so beautiful and enchanting and fun, and they look like little woodland fairies just prancing around in the mystical, magical forest. I just love it. Anyway, a couple weeks ago I went to a art fair not far from my house in Rochester Hills. The road I normally take to get there, you know, I'm driving down, and all of a sudden the road just, there's a roadblock. Stop! You know, do not pass. And so I had to turn around and find another way to get there. But I found it. And it was a small, nice show. Kind of small, but it was still nice. And there were artists there from, mostly from the Midwest. Most of them were from Michigan. But, you know, a few neighboring states. Overpriced, as usual. I mean, I kind of understand why they charge these crazy prices for some of this stuff. But then other times I'm like, why? You know, just why do you do that? I'm not, there was some really pretty, there was a jeweler who made really pretty, they're just necklaces. It was a fine copper chain. I think it was copper. It might have been some other metal, but it wasn't gold or anything. Real fine chain, and at the end of the chain was a little tiny brass disc. Just a brass disc, just a little tiny, and they wanted, what was it, like $30 for this thing. Like, you're crazy. I'm not paying that. And anyway, I'm walking around and I'm looking, and there was a guy who made wind chimes out of slices of agate, and they just made the most beautiful sound, like cling, cling, ting, ting, cling, cling, ting, ting. You could hear it for, you know, a long way as you're walking around. It was so pretty. And big slabs of this stuff. And on the inside of his booth, he had a little basket of slices, but they all had bales on them. Ugh. So I'm looking at these little slices, and they were a great size to use in my own work. I really liked them. I mean, they're very pretty. And they look dyed. This is dyed, isn't it? I forgot to ask the guy. I didn't even think of it until I got home and was really looking at it like, this has got to be dyed. That can't be a natural color. Do you know, does anyone know if agate can get dyed like this? Is that possible? Or is this a real color? This one has a little opening. You can see tiny crystal structures in there. But I asked him if he could please remove the bale, or if it was something I could do myself. He said no, it was a really hard glue that he had made, special blah blah blah. He would remove it for me, so he did. There's no hint of the glue on these things anymore, which is fine with me, because I didn't want the bale. You know, he's a pretty nice guy. I think I paid $3 a piece for these. The more you bought, the cheaper they got, of course. So I think this would be a fun pendant. Bead around it. I'll figure out a way to deal with the little irregularities. Might be fun. Maybe I'll have to sand it. I don't know. I really want to know just if they can be dyed, if this is a dye job. Then I'm walking around. I'm almost at the end of the show. And, and at the very end, there was a booth of a guy. I didn't really even see the booth at first. I was walking down the middle of the road, and there was a table set up in the middle of the road. Just a table. And it had all this glass stuff on it. Like what you call slump work, and you know, you stick glass in a little kiln and it melts, and you know, make things out like that. And it had two little glass cabs that I thought, these are really pretty. I wonder what he wants for them. Whose table is this? I thought this would be really nice. I'm going to try beading around with different colors. You guys have probably seen that in Bead and Button. Use different colors to match the pattern in the cab. This one has some kind of dichroic, like threads running through it. Never seen anything like it. Very, very weird, different. So I took these into the guy's tent who it belonged to. I said, is that table out there yours? He said, yeah. I said, oh, how much are these? He says, oh, just take them. I said, no, what? What? I said, no, no. You spent time on these. I should pay you for them. He says, nah. He says, these are all my mistakes. I've just been giving them away to the kids. Wow. Well, okay, if you insist. I'll pretend I'm 8 years old and I'll take it. So, that was my great adventure at the art show. There was also a girl whose card I left in another room. Oh. But she made really cute, really pretty polymer clay components that she made into jewelry. And I asked her if she had any of her components not made into anything, just loose, you know, undrilled, anything like that. And she said no. I said, you know, you should really, and I'm going to tell you guys this, if you do any shows, any kind of craft shows, either outdoor or indoor, think about, and if you make components, especially if you make components, or use unusual components, think about selling your components while you're there, not just finished pieces. Finished pieces are great, and people love them if they're not too expensive. And I remember when I did shows, when I was doing a lot of them, I sold tons of my beaded beads. People loved them. And other artists love going to these shows. And I remember one lady, one year, I had a box full of my little, that I made, little grommeted beaded beads, the little peyote beads, and all kinds of patterns and colors. She bought almost every single one. And I think I made more money from that one lady than I did selling anything else that year. But just something to think about. I told that girl the same thing. I said, you should just think about having a box of your beautiful beads and cabs just loose for other people to buy. Just think about it. Because look at me, you know, I wanted to buy this stuff. She didn't have any, so I couldn't buy them. But I got her card. So that's it. I want to finish a few other things before I go back to work tomorrow. That's it. I just wanted to say hi and show you this stuff and ask you if this crap is dyed. Is it? I don't know. I should ask Liz Crete. I should ask her. Liz, are you watching? Is this shit dyed? Tell me. I need to know. Is it gonna... Is it permanent? Will it bleed? How does that work? I don't know. So weird. But I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Don't hit your kids. I love you. Bye now. Oh. This guy got a little table out with like his glass seconds. He's got cabs and little marbles and all kinds of little glass objects. So I found two I liked, and I asked him how much, and he said, "Oh, just take them." What? No, I gotta pay you something. Nah, I've been giving them away to the kids, he says. Oh my God. Oh, well, you're crazy, but okay. I love them.